What up? What up? It's your boy JD coming back at you live and direct. Welcome back to the channel, man. Make sure as soon as you come into the building, you hit that like button, mash that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications so you get alerted every time I drop one of these videos. I had to jump in on this thing, man. Is Shaunie O'Neal still in love with Shaq? Guys, I can tell you like this, man. I had a chance to watch the Tamron Hall show, and y'all can see my other video that I just made on Pastor Keon when he hushed that lady in his church and claimed he only wanted to hear the voice of Jesus as he kept talking. And Shaunie was on Tamron Hall and Keon was beside her, and they were talking about her book. And of course, what stood out to everybody is that she basically said, I don't know if I ever loved Shaq. And then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? If you're telling me you didn't love him, that means you really did. Because I'm of the generation where I got to see y'all marriage. Your whole existence is because of the last name O'Neal. Now, I'm not trying to minimize what you did, but you knew telling people you didn't love Shaq would get people to read the book. Because let's be honest, you can't say that you love Shaq because you're with Pastor Keon now. And Keon's sitting beside you. So the question is Keon, are you writing this book so that Keon feels more comfortable with you? Because for all of us who grew up with you, and for all of us who watched Shaq play in the 90s and the early 2000s, you can always be Shaquille O'Neal's wife, not ex-wife. And the one thing you never accounted for was Shaq constantly saying, okay, I messed up. He said he had a beautiful wife, had a beautiful baby mother. He said he messed up. Now you come out and say you never really loved him. Are you trying to convince us? Or are you trying to convince Pastor Keon? Because Pastor Keon seems like he needs that reassurance. Not us. It's okay. It was a while before you dropped the O'Neal name and became Shaunie Henderson. And I'm not here to cast aspersions on that. I'm just trying to say to you that it's okay if you still love Shaq. I wouldn't be surprised if you still love Shaq. Y'all got 4 beautiful kids together. They don't have a want for nothing. You and Shaq have done a great job of co-parenting, even after the divorce. So it appears to me that maybe Pastor Keon has a little bit of an issue with still living in the limelight of you being Shaq's ex-wife, as opposed to being Pastor Keon's current wife. And I know you changed your name to Shaunie Henderson, and you're the first lady of Lighthouse Church. Man, y'all have done a great thing. But at the end of the day, we didn't know you until you got with Shaquille, and you did Basketball Wives because of Shaquille. But we didn't know Pastor Keon until he got with you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, he had a great church and that kind of thing, but I've kind of watched as his social media has blown up. Because, like Shaq said, his ex-wife was beautiful, still beautiful to this day. You command attention, Shaunie, but it appears you might still be in love with Shaq. And again, there's nothing wrong with it, and guys, I may be wrong, but this book is only going to be sold with you talking about Shaq, not you talking about what you and Pastor Keon has going on. And I think Shaq is smart to say what he said on social media. He said, I understand. I understand. Shaq knows he messed up. And one of the things that's happening is once Shaq said he messed up and he apologized to you and he compliments you, never says a bad word about you, it's going to be hard to sell this book to help Pastor Keon feel more secure about himself. The scriptures say a kind word turn away wrath. And as long as Shaq ain't fighting you, it's going to be hard to sell this book. Because at the end of the day, guys, Shaq is who Shaq is. He's on every commercial. He's on Inside the NBA. The worst thing you could have done was drop this during the playoffs. We're seeing Shaq every night now. Don't drop this book during the playoffs if you don't want us to associate you with Shaq. You should have dropped this after the finals was over. But right now, you're still Shaunie's ex-wife instead of Pastor Keon's current wife. And nothing's wrong with that, but I know you got to sell a book. But at the end of the day, it appears you're still in love with Shaq, and I don't blame you for still being in love with Shaq. Everything that's tied to you that blew up, and the reason why you're taking Pastor Keon to another level is because of what you learned by being Shaq's ex-wife. Embrace it. Don't fight it. Y'all get down in the comment section, man. Is Jeff crazy? Or is Jeff on to something? Y'all think Shaunie is still in love with Shaq? Or do you think she's trying to do this to make Pastor Keon feel a little bit more secure in his ways, man? Y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. If you hadn't already, mash that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell for notifications. And until next time, I'm going to holler.